We're choosing chaos all day, every day. Very confused. Who's surprised? No one. Or sleep, woman, sleep. It's gonna be a good year.
It'll be a good year.
My newest friend. 2025. What's up? It's Jan back at it again with another nerdy bookish video. Welcome to the last cramming vlog of 2024. Crazy. That's all I have to say. It's currently December 27th. Yeah, this vlog is gonna be, I think, 4 days long. The rest of tonight, 28, 29, 30, 31. Oh, 5 days. Okay, so if you don't know what a cramming vlog is, if you're new here, hi, I'm Jan. Thank you for being here. I do these cramming vlogs at the end of every single month. It's usually around a week, but I was finishing up another vlog yesterday, and then I just got home from work. God, why didn't you tell me my hair was all messed up? I definitely almost picked my nose trying to get this hair out of my face. What was I saying? I just got home from work, so we're starting this cramming vlog kind of late. It's about 5:40-ish. I actually already finished a book today. I think this vlog is gonna be mostly short books. Like I said, the last few days of every month, I just go balls to the wall and read as much as humanly possible. But now it's like tenfold because it's the last few days of the year. So we're just gonna try to see how much I could increase my Goodreads goal. I reached my goal in like June, which was 152 books. I am currently at 330. I just want to see how far I can take it because my reading year does not end until 11:59 p.m. on December 31st. I do have my top 10 already set pretty much, even the order of it. I just definitely don't want to film it until at least January 1st, the earliest, because you'll never know, you know? But at this point, I think I do know because I've given up on my 24 for 2024. I've given up on my 12 Recs by 12 Friends. At this point, we're just going on quantity, just for funsies at the end of the year. We're gonna read all the short books that I have checked out from the library at the moment so I could return them. We're gonna try to get organized here, okay? Or maybe finish up some current reads. But a lot of my current reads are from that 2024 TBR because I decided to start a chapter of all of them. I don't know, we'll see where the wind takes us. I do have New Year's Eve and New Year's Day off. That'll give me some reading time. I basically only work Monday for this vlog since it is Friday, December 27th, and then tomorrow and Sunday we have time to read. Joey and I are gonna be watching Nosferatu this weekend, most likely Sunday. Tomorrow I have to run some errands, like go to the post office, send out some Pango orders, which I finally listed on again last night. A few books have already sold. I only listed like 12 and I think 7 of them already sold, so I'll keep working on that because I'm sure I'm gonna do one more unhaul once I film my book haul and need to like empty out my shelves. I did already finish a book today. I finished Galatea by Madeline Miller. Like I said, this is a short books vlog, shorty patorties if you will, as I like to call them. I just had this on my Kindle from Libby, but we had it physically at work, so I read it during a break. It took me like 30 minutes. It was like a 50-page little short story. I've read Circe and Song of Achilles, so I was like, might as well just read this. I didn't really like her books before, but I feel like I'm such a different reader now that since I still own them, I could reread them at some point and see if anything's changed. But Galatea, I gave 3 stars. I'm not a Greek myth girly, but I'm trying really hard to be. But this is touching on themes of female autonomy, men controlling women, and abuse. Then there's like a little bit of a revenge thing at the end. So it was a fun little time. I don't know about fun, but it was quick and it was short and I got my 330th book out of the way. I think my next order of business, I think I'm still gonna keep reading holiday romances until the end of the year. At least one more. And I want to read Cruel Winter with You by Ali Hazelwood. I know everyone has been reading these romances on KU, but I heard today that this one has the microtrope of 2 people stuck together during a snowstorm, which has become my new favorite thing thanks to The Christmas Tree Farm as well as All I Want Is You, which I finished yesterday. I'm just gonna knock this one out. It's a little novella on Kindle Unlimited, so I'm gonna try to finish that today. And then I also have Killjoy by Holly Jackson, which is a novella in the Good Girls Guide to Murder series. It's the prequel. Those are the plans for now. I'm sure I'll be reading way more than that. I could probably finish both of those by like tomorrow morning. Hope you enjoy this vlog. I am so stoked for the beginning of the year, y'all. Like this roller coaster of a year needs to end. I'm so done with 2024. And New Year's Eve is my favorite holiday. I'm so stoked. All right, let's start reading or whatever. 4 stars. high 4 stars. The only reason it's not a 5 is that I wish it was longer, and I know I said only reason, but and it got a little bit annoying. Well, first of all, there was the miscommunication trope, but it was very brief. I mean, it's like, I don't know, 73-page book or something like that. But the way Ali Hazelwood creates her characters, one, I want more. Two, it feels like I genuinely know so much about these characters already because there were like flashbacks to their childhood. This is childhood friends to lovers. I never finished my thought about about the reasons why it's not a 5. I mean, their feelings were valid, okay, but they were just both so annoying when it came to like,
oh, you deserve better than me. I need to wait until I deserve you. Oh, you're too good for me.
it was just annoying. And I get it, it's valid, but like, don't say it 10 different times in this short of a book. But with that being said, I was squealing, saying aw, covering my mouth, kicking my feet, like genuinely kicking my feet, and it was like Joey can attest to that. He's reading a very different book. He's reading Story of the Eye, by the way, and I kind of want to read it after him because it is a really short book. I'm also not going to do fun facts for every book because I already forgot for Galatea, and I don't have my phone right now to look up a fun fact for this. So sorry about that if you love the fun facts, but I'm going to try to be more consistent about that next year. I'm definitely going to continue them next year. Anyway, sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. This is very similar to All I Want Is You. All I Want Is You is a second chance romance, and they're both authors, but both books have the trapped inside during a snowstorm trope, and the characters in both play truth or drink. And I was like, no way. But I kind of like that too, because it's a fun way to like learn real feelings and everything. And I love how this one ended and how they communicated at the end once they're older, and you follow them through years, decades of their lives, and it was really cute. The things he said to her were just so heartwarming, and since they were childhood friends, he really knew her, like what, you know, pushed her buttons, what she loves, like all the little things about her. That's like my favorite thing in romance books, is the little things conversation. When they list all these little things, these specific things that they know about each other, gets me every single time, no joke. But yeah, I'm glad I decided to read this despite everybody reading it. I was gonna skip it this year and just read these stories next year. I think this is the only one I'm gonna read this year. I don't feel like reading the whole collection because I heard this one's the best one anyway, but it was a good choice because I haven't read an Ali Hazelwood in a while. I DNF Check and Mate, and I still have to read Love on the Brain and Love Theoretically, which I own. Bride was a 3-star. I know Deep End comes out next year, which I don't know. I'm debating because it involves swimming and I don't know if I'm gonna be a fan of that. But yeah, I really love this one. And it only mentions how large this man was like 2 or 3 times, and it wasn't over and over and over. It was sprinkled throughout pretty well, I think. So overall, this was worth the read. Already 2 books down, hello. I also forgot to mention earlier that I am listening to an audiobook finally. I've been on my music kick lately, but I'm finally listening to my nonfiction book. I DNF'd my previous nonfiction book. I just didn't like the writing style, but I started another memoir on audio called Men Have Called Her Crazy by Anna Marie Tendler or something like that. I've never heard of this person, but I have heard of this book. I had no idea what it was about, but I love the title, I love the cover, and the audiobook's only 8 hours or so, like 8 hours and 40 minutes, I think, and I'm about 13% in, and it's very triggering for self-harm, because like been there, done that. But there's also eating disorder talk, suicidal ideation, suicidal attempts. Essentially, it's about this woman who at 35 has admitted herself voluntarily into a psych hospital, and it's her experience with that. She has a very prominent distrust in men, and I'm sure we'll find out why. That's a heavy one, but I'm liking the audiobook. It is narrated by the author, so that's always a good way to enhance the reading experience. I'm glad I'm actually like engaged with an audiobook again, because I've been meaning to do a lot of chores, and it'll fulfill my last nonfiction book of the year because I successfully did that all throughout this year again. I'm canceling that goal for next year because I feel like I've trained myself enough to read nonfiction fairly often, but I don't think it has to be every single month, and it doesn't have to be like a box that I check every month. Next, I think I'm gonna read Killjoy, but I'll probably start it later tonight, like right before bed, because I promised myself and everyone on Instagram that I will upload my Tennessee Cozy Cabin reading vlog tonight. So I'm gonna work on that. First, I'm gonna have dinner and watch Modern Family, and I'll talk to y'all later. Good morning. Well, good afternoon. It is 1:09. Oh my god. Joey and I stayed in bed for so long, just like dicking around. I actually was not fully dicking around. I was reading. I played a little bit of my game. I started playing this game called Fruit Merge on my phone, rapidly grew addicted to it, and then I got Joey to play it, and he's so much better at it than me. So I was doing that, and then I was just reading Killjoy in my PJs all morning, and with my cute mug. I'm just so yeehaw today. I made such a good cup of coffee. I got salted caramel mocha creamer. Oh, beautiful. With butter pecan coffee. Oh my god, stunning. But I finished Killjoy and I gave it 2 stars, and I'm really sad about it because, as y'all know, maybe not, the rest of the series for A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, I wouldn't say I binged it, but I never finish series in a timely manner. But this, I read in pretty much like a month. I was recently informed that there was a novella, a prequel novella. I thought this was a completely different thing. This was so unnecessary. I get that some novellas and series are just for the entertainment factor and being back with the characters and everything, but I was hoping this would be something else. I was expecting more. So okay, this is basically Clue. Pip and her group of friends were playing Clue. It's like this murder mystery game, and Jamie's hosting it, and I thought there was gonna be real shit going on, but it was all just the game. And then there would be chapters that ended with someone screaming or Pip seeing something creepy, and then it would turn out to be nothing. Like it would be the doorbell or someone playing a prank or whatever, and I was just like, I'm so over it. Can something real happen? It led to the first book really well, but other than that, it really was just kind of boring. I didn't give it 1 star though, because I did enjoy being back with these characters, and some lines did make me laugh because they have good banter. It was just not a satisfying novella, so 2 stars. I don't know what I'm in the mood for next. I really don't. I sat in front of my shelves and I'm like, do I want like a short horror? Then I keep thinking about all the horror books that I'm gonna read in January for my Goodreads blog, and then I was like, do I just want to try to finish Love Unwritten finally, even though this is a short books blog and that's like a 600-page contemporary romance? And I was like, I don't know if I want to commit to that. And then I thought of fantasy. I still have Beneath These Cursed Stars. I am on chapter 6, page 68. Just got the audiobook for this on Libby, so I'm thinking maybe this, because it would be an easy world to just fall back into because I loved these Hollow Vows. But it's also not the shortest book. I have The Fireborn Blade by Charlotte Bond from the library, and this is due soon. I don't know if I want to commit to a new world is the thing. This has dragons and it's 164 pages, and one of my patrons, Astilby, really enjoyed this, but then one of my patrons, Megan, DNF'd it, or like didn't really like it, so I don't know. I also have The Dead Cattail Assassins by P. Jelly Clark, and I wasn't too big of a fan of Ring Shout, just like the writing style, I don't know. Megan also recommended me this. First of all, it's longer than Fireborn Blade. And then I was like, do I do cozy mysteries? Because I have these 2 from the library. Or like, what do I do? I have no idea. I will have to decide later. I'm kind of leaning towards attempting Beneath These Cursed Stars just because I want to see how the audiobook sounds and see how far I can get to it. Maybe I'll read to like page 100 and see how I feel. But it would be nice to get another current read out of the way. Or I could just read one of my, I don't know. I did get ready. I'm gonna change in a sec. I'm gonna go to the post office and Crumble. I want to get salted caramel pretzel pie cookie from Crumble because I love salted caramel. I always have, and oh my god, this creamer's the best creamer I've had in a while. And I love pretzels and things too, so the salted caramel pretzel pie just sounds perfect. I just need to find a post office that's close to a Crumble and vice versa. And then I'm gonna get Joey the chocolate cake cookie they have this week. It's Saturday, so it's gonna be the last day for these flavors. I'm gonna go today. I want to finish my bullet journal. I want to run outdoors today, actually, at least like a mile and a half or 2, because I don't feel like going to the gym, but it is like 50 degrees out, so I would love to be outside. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have a feeling I'm between Beneath These Cursed Stars and continuing Love Unwritten. I also definitely want to maybe possibly finish my nonfiction because I have a lot of laundry to put away. I have dishes to wash. I have rooms to clean, so we'll see how much we get done. It is already 1 o'clock, but we've got nothing else planned today, so. All right, that's my long update. I'll talk to y'all when I have a reading update, I guess. I forgot to show y'all my newest friend. Look at him! He's a cookie jar. This is my immortal vamp wreck vessel, aka my Patreon TBR jar. Oh my god, I love him so much. My Dracula and Carmilla tiers can hop on the Discord and give me as many recommendations as they want, and I'm gonna put them on slips of paper, put them in here, and whenever I feel like reading a rec from them, or if I'm doing like a Patreon recs video, I have him to choose from. Oh my god, I love it! So worth it, so worth it. I'm gonna go show my patrons. Look at that cake. I got 2 salted caramel pretzel pies, and these are his.
I got a poo.
Okay. Looking a little bit of a mess, but I think it's like, I don't know, 9:30. I finished Men Have Called Her Crazy last night. Sorry I didn't give any more b-roll or updates of what I was doing, but I got so much done with this audiobook, y'all. Like, I finished setting up my 2025 reading journal, plus January. I have to film my reading journal video for Patreon. I did dishes, I put laundry away like you saw, I got my 2025 ins and outs uploaded for Patreon, and I gave the book 5 stars. This book made me sob while I was washing dishes, okay? There was a whole chapter about her Frenchie named Petunia, all her health problems and her health's decline and her death, and it was so fucking sad. Oh my god, it just brought me back to when my family dog Candy died 2 years ago. That was rough. We didn't have to put her down. She died naturally at home. She died like in my arms. That was tough. I gave it 5 stars because it was so relatable also, just in like the mental health stuff and how she responds to men and how she like changed herself for men. Kind of reminded me of Mary by Nat Cassidy, and how doctors would tell her, oh, it's just menopause or whatever, but for her, all these male doctors, except one, were just like calling her crazy basically and just giving random diagnoses that didn't match up to anything she was feeling. But it was cool that it was like a found family thing at the psych hospital too, so that was cool to see, and it was fun hearing about all the men she dated and all the things she went through with shitty men. That's always fun to read, like genuinely fun, because she talked about her shitty dates and how weird men got, and yeah. But the ending really got me with how she talked about what she learned and how she's grown as a person at 36 years old. It was a journey for sure, and it was a really good memoir. I would love to reread it one day, or even just like the last chapter, just read it and write down quotes as reminders. So I think I'm gonna get myself a physical copy eventually, but I love when books I pick up work out well. This morning I woke up at 5, couldn't decide what to read, so I just went back to sleep. But I actually started Weep Woman Weep on Kindle, and I'm like 15% through, and it's okay. I mean, it has good writing and a lot of commentary about your heritage and where you came from and how society sees you if you're not white and things like that, or even just how society sees women. So I don't know what if I'm gonna finish that. I have Jane Eyre in front of me. I Fell in Love with Hope. I just don't know what I'm gonna read. I read like a chapter of The God of Endings yesterday. I have the audiobook for, I don't know, 5 more days, and that's the only reason why I was like, maybe I should force myself to read this, because it's a vampire historical fiction. I am liking it. It's just so big.
She said.
I know. And this is like a short books vlog, but I also want to read at least another chapter of Jane Eyre. So I was talking to Joey and I was like, do I want to leave 2024 crying, swooning, laughing, being scared? What am I supposed to do? And he's like, you should cry, is essentially what he said.
2024 was the year for crying, apparently.
Yeah, it was.
For everyone involved.
For everybody involved. Either I fell in love with Hope, or, hear me out, maybe I'll reread We Spread, right? Because then there's no risk of me fucking up my top 10 that I already locked in, because it's a reread.
Set that for like the beginning.
No, the beginning of 25 is my horror
yeah.
stuff.
Okay, after that. After all your scary, spooky stuff, then you can go to sad.
Okay, I think I'm gonna read a chapter of Jane Eyre, and then I think I'm gonna start We Spread. Joey makes fun of me for reading a classic. Look at me, I'm so cool, I'm so intelligent.
Look at you, I'm Jan Eyre. Here you can, Jan Eyre.
Uh-huh. That's the plan, Jan. And We Spread is a pretty short book. It's less than 300 pages, so that'll fit the theme. This does not fit the
I
theme.
thought it was shorter.
I just looked at it. And that's like the format I want. A lot of negative space. Like, I just need my eyeballs to
That's
rest.
considered a horror, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And it is horror.
But not like your like standard
No.
like horror.
It's like grief horror for who you have become with old age. The horror in it is getting older. I'm not talking about Jane Eyre. I'm talking about We Spread, by the way, me holding this up. I'm like, I want to give my eyeballs a break. Reads this shit. Okay.
Do I reveal the answer? My age?
You know what's crazy is that when we sang Happy Birthday, I literally said your age. He's 30.
I'm 30.
I said, my 30-year-old after
Oh, I didn't
we
even
sang
guess
Happy
that.
Birthday.
Yep. Somebody said 27 to 28, which not too far off.
But someone said 34.
Somebody said 34. I was like, oh.
He got offended. But you know, I could see it. You're an old fart.
Oh, I'm gonna have to shave my beard again.
No!
That way I can look 20.
Okay, bye. Page 6. Well, page 5 already had me tearing up because she's talking about her significant other dying and how she's now alone in this apartment for 50 years. Or that she's lived in for 50 years. And she, like, moved in with him and stuff. And now, I didn't realize how early on she talks about not being... Okay, hold on. We Spread is about this woman who has aged and is slowly losing her memory. All throughout, she has to remind herself of, like, things she loves. It's not even just, like, not knowing how to do things or not being able to do things anymore physically. It's the fact that she doesn't even remember what she used to love. So she literally has to put sticky notes and stuff around her house that says like, I used to love to dance, I used to love to read, and oh my god, the reading. Page 6. There are 2 bookshelves full of paperback. I'm losing my attention span. It's hard to read novels now or books of any kind. I used to read a book or 2 a week. Literary fiction, historical novels, comedies. I devoured books on science and nature. Dude, me. And then one day, I'm just not gonna be able to. Fucking crazy. Have you read this?
No.
Are you going to?
It doesn't really interest me.
You don't interest me.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
No, it's too late.
I'm just kidding. I promise I'm not this mean to him.
Yes.
No, I'm not.
This is a glimpse of what my life is like.
My life is a dark, dark room.
bookmark, which is available on my Etsy. So yeah, shout out to my Etsy store. But yeah, I'm very excited to start this book. And if I don't start this one, or if I'm in the mood for romancy, I'll start Part of Bitter Thorn.
Hi, it's like 8 o'clock now. A lot has happened. We went to go see Nosferatu. Did I say that earlier? I don't know, but it was really good. It sucked though because we had to get front row seats and like recline back and whatever. It was awful, but it wasn't as bad as when I saw the TV glow because we were up front, but like to the side. At least this time we got the middle seats. So it wasn't too bad. My head hurt afterwards though. So I took a nap, but before I napped, I just randomly jumped into starting the Fireborn Blade finally. And I think I'm gonna finish it before returning it to the library. I believe it's due January 2nd, so I do have time. It was in my pile to return tomorrow, but I'm like, you know what, let me just try it because I think I'm in the fantasy mood now that I just watched like a fantasy-esque movie. I'm in the mood for something like dark, but not depressing, you know? Dark isn't the word, like gritty, I guess, because this is dark and depressing. We spread 23 pages in. I'm hoping this ends up being my last book of the year. I'm gonna have to like time it well, but if not, it's not a big deal. But I'm glad I'm gonna be able to squeeze this in to this vlog and to this year. Last time I read this was when did this come out? Whenever this came out, 2022 question mark? 2022. Yeah, so I read this right when it came out, and that's when I fell in love with Ian Reid's writing. And this year I read Foe, and then I still have to reread I'm Thinking of Ending Things, because I got that from the library too, but I bought it on Pango this year. Fireborn Blade, I don't even really know what's happening. We're getting 2 POVs, right? I thought we were getting a male perspective and a female perspective. I'm actually not sure. Oh, it's like a letter, or as told by Sir Nathaniel, Knight of the Grass. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on. We talk about a dragon called the Glebe Reaver. They're researching it or whatever, and then we have our knight, Madelay, who's like this tall female knight. She's a bad bitch already. I honestly was falling asleep, but the writing flowed really well. I'm not really sure what's happening. Kill the dragon, find the blade, reclaim her honor. It's that or end up like countless knights before her as a puddle of gore and molten armor. There aren't many women in her line of work. She's a knight and made of sterner stuff. A minor infraction forces her to redeem her honor in the most dramatic way possible. She must retrieve the fabled Fireborn Blade from its keeper, legendary dragon, the White Lady, or die trying. Madelay's tale contains a rich history of dragons, ill-fated knights, scheming squires, and sapphic love, with deceptions and double crosses that will keep you guessing right up to its dramatic conclusion. It's about the roles we refuse to accept and the place we make for ourselves in the world. Okay, yeah, okay, now I know the objective. It's only like 160 pages, so I don't know. I think I'm gonna read a little bit more of We Spread. I haven't read 100 pages yet today. I've started so many books, it's ridiculous, but like, are we surprised? No, we're not. I'm not one to be like, I have to enter the new year with clear current reads. I mean, that would be ideal, but that's just not me. So we're choosing chaos all day, every day. But yeah, that's my update, I guess. Did I show y'all my sweatshirt? It says his boo, and then Joey says her boo. I posted on Instagram. And then there's a J with bats on the sleeve. It's from Joey's aunt. His is black. The ghost has a little like backwards cap. It's so cute. So we cheesily wore them to the movies. But yeah, I'm hoping to finish at least 2 more books in this vlog, since I do have New Year's Eve off, but I have lunch with my parents at noon, I believe. And then tomorrow after work, I gotta go to my parents also because it's my mom's birthday. It's Mama Agaton's birthday tomorrow. So hopefully I get a bunch of reading done in the mornings, both days, and waiting around for midnight on the 31st. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop yapping and go read. Just proud of an outfit. This is my outfit pride. I feel like Daisy Jones.
Yeah, it's very, they're talking to me.
Nope. I'm so over my bangs, but here's a better look. Halara jeans. I'm way too lazy to grab my tripod, so we're putting you in this precarious position. Also too lazy to grab my mic. Cannot be bothered. Oh my god. My mom takes a billion pictures whenever we do anything. It's exhausting every time. But we're back, and it's like 10 o'clock. I finished We Spread by Ian Reid. I finished it on the way to dinner. Obviously 5 stars, and I think I read it a little bit too fast the first time because there were things that I definitely completely forgot. Like, there were things that seemed familiar, but I forgot how it ended. And the impact was way heavier this time than the first time. Well, the first time I was also way more depressed and way more like lost and confused and not happy with my life, and I cried way harder. But in terms of like internalizing everything in a more, I'm not saying I'm mentally stable, but like in a more stable mindset, I have more mental clarity now than before. Yeah, clarity is the right word versus stability. It really did hit. This is an incredible book. It's so so unsettling and eerie, and I honestly still kind of don't really know what went on in this assisted living facility. It's this place with just a handful of people living there. Weird things go down, and it's almost like, or maybe it is, that our main character Penny is gaslit the whole time by these staff members and other residents, because there's something off about this place. And also I realized this time around that she never mentions her partner's name. She just refers to him as he. I don't think I noticed that the first time. But yeah, it reminded me of My Husband by Maud Ventura, who, by the way, is releasing a new book. One of my patrons, Nicole, informed me of that today, so that's exciting. But yeah, finished another book. I think tonight, I'm just gonna focus on Weep Woman Weep on my Kindle. I feel like reading on my Kindle for some reason, but if I'm gonna read physically, I'll continue the Fireborn Blade. I cannot believe tomorrow's New Year's Eve. I made plans with KK from Where's My Library Card to do some private sprints together because she has 2 more books left to reach her goal. And I was like, let's do it. You got this, girl. We are gonna do it. That's gonna be tomorrow afternoon. I want to finish a couple current reads. I'm definitely not gonna start anything new, that's for sure. But in terms of which current read I'm gonna pick up, I have no idea. I guess I'll let y'all know. Oh, also I got this in the mail from Quirk Books. This is Clay McLeod Chapman's new book that comes out in January called Wake Up and Open Your Eyes. Apparently it's a relentless and emotionally charged social horror novel about a family on the run from a demonic possession epidemic that spreads through media for fans of The Last of Us and When Evil Lurks. So that sounds interesting. This cover is so eerie. I really enjoyed Whisper Down the Lane by this author, and I own like 3 of his other books. They also sent me What Kind of Mother. I'm excited for this. I have no idea if I'm gonna be able to read this before it comes out. I might try to read it for Winterween, maybe. Oh no, January 7th is when it comes out. One of my goals for next year is to actually read my arcs before they come out. This one's kind of a no-go, but at least I have it, because I definitely do want to read this, and Joey's interested in it too. So thank you, Quirk Books, for sending me this. I need to get out of this outfit. It's cute, but it's been it's cute, but you know that meme I'm talking about? Anyway, wow, I should film in front of my fairy light or my Christmas lights more often, because it's kind of cute, kind of vibey. I want something more lighthearted for tonight, and everything I'm reading is heavy. I don't know what to do. I'll keep y'all updated. I'll probably update y'all tomorrow morning because it's getting late, but thanks for dealing with me and my disorganization in those vlogs. Let's just pretend I don't have bangs for a sec. Should I just wear my headband? Where's my band? I'm gonna wear this. And I don't want to hear any type of judgment. Oh my god, you can see my entire forehead. Cute. Anyway, Weep Woman Weep or Sleep Woman Sleep, because that's what I almost did several times reading this book. It wasn't bad. It really wasn't bad. It had so many good quotes and commentary all throughout. I am just gonna give it a low 3 because it didn't captivate me enough. It didn't make me care about the characters like at all. I didn't even know exactly which time period we were in until they mentioned social media like 60% through or something. I was like, oh, I thought this was like kind of historical, but apparently it's like modern day. She also didn't read like a 30-year-old until like halfway through when she mentions her age. With that being said, it does have good commentary about aging as a woman and how that differs from aging as a man. And then it weaves the legend or like the folklore of La Llorona really well within the story. I didn't think too hard about it, but she does come up a lot. The weeping woman, the river, she loses her best friend to this creature. She just keeps encountering this creature all throughout. Then she meets this guy, and there are quotes about like love and romance and how she expects certain things to be and how she's never experienced certain things, how men see her, how society sees her as a BIPOC woman. And there's like familial things too. So in 130 pages, there was a lot packed into it. I was just not invested enough to really care about her losing her best friend, and then somehow the best friend is like mentioned later. I don't I don't even know. I mean, of course, the one thing I was mostly invested in was the romance. She like starts this farm business, so she, learns ins and outs about running a business and how hard it is, especially as a woman. There are also those girl boss moments, so it was decent. I mean, low 3. There's another book down. It's not even 10 a.m. yet. I got up at 5 this morning, so that was nice to start New Year's Eve off. I need to edit my vlog. I have less than an hour left to edit my next 24-hour readathon vlog, which I want to get up today as my last video of 2024. I also think I'm gonna do my 1 second a day again next year, because I stopped, I think, in April or May for the 1 second a day this year. I want to pick that back up again. I was gonna go to lunch with my parents, but I don't know if that's happening anymore. So it's gonna rain all day, so it's been so nice. I just don't want to leave the apartment. I'm gonna edit. Once I'm done with that, I think I'm gonna continue Fireborn Blade and try to finish that so I could return it to the library. I'm gonna do all the things that I do when I finish books. We'll circle back when I have another reading update. Hi, we've got about an hour of 2024 left. I dicked around too much. I did privately stream with KK. I forgot to get any footage. She reached her Goodreads goal, so yay her. I read a chapter of the Fireborn Blade and I was very confused. Who's surprised? No one. And then I tried to read All by My Elf by Olivia Dade, because I was like, okay, let me just get one more book in, because Weep Woman Weep wasn't a satisfying last book of the year. And then I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling a romance right now. So I took my own advice that I gave KK and started one of these creature feature stories, because she read 2 of those to end the year. I started In Bloom. I think I'm like 60-something% through. And then Joey and I watched my favorite movie of all time, which is New Year's Eve. I've been watching this once a year, every year since it came out in 2011. I think Joey and I missed last year, and that's it. 65%. I have 15 minutes left of this book. It's probably going to be like a low 3, maybe even a 2. It feels more sci-fi than anything. There's this algae that's like infecting people. It feels very pandemic energy, so not feeling that. But I'll take it, whatever. I'll take another book. Tomorrow, I'm going to start 2025 with Bury Your Gaze by Chuck Tingle, as voted on by my Carmilla patrons. But I'll update y'all probably at midnight, and oh no, my Kindle's an hour ahead. It's 10:56 right now, so I'll end this vlog around midnight. This is the one New Year that I'm kind of just a tad sad. I think it's because I watched this and I was like, kind of want to be doing something right now instead of being at home. But then I think about how much energy that would take, and I really don't. I think I'm mostly just sad that I didn't end the year with a 5-star, let's be real. And the fact that I have 15 current reads still. And I know I said I wouldn't start anything new, but desperate times call for desperate measures, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's finish this up. It's 11:50 p.m. Get you a guy who...
I'm just trying to kill some time until the start of the new shitty year.
It's gonna be a good year.
It's gonna be a good year.
It's gonna be a great year.
Like the tire.
It's gonna be much better than 2024. I just did dishes, so that's my last task of 2024. I'm gonna wait till midnight to shower.
First shower of the year.
Oh, I finished In Bloom. 336 books this year, baby. I gave it a 2-star, and honestly, checks out with how the vibe of 2024 was.
2024 was about a 2-star.
It was about a 2-star. Yeah. So
there were some highlights.
it matches. Yeah, it wasn't the worst year.
There were some good moments.
I think 2023 was the worst year of my life, to be honest with you.
The beginning.
But no, all throughout. It was bad. Well, okay, yeah. The beginning of years, we're not good with beginning of years.
Well, this year would have been, it started off good, especially for you.
But this next year will be good all the way through. I bet my highest depression month will be June.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I bet you it'll be June.
Take a
June.
look at this round face, everyone. 2025 is the year.
He has insurance?
Yes, I have insurance. I have everything. And I'm finally gonna lose some freaking weight. When I met her, I was relatively...
You really want to say this on the internet right now?
Yep, I'm putting it out there.
Okay, hold yourself
myself
accountable. All right.
I'm gonna lose weight. I don't know how much, but it's gonna be enough to where
'Cause you're amazing. Just
No, that's
the way you were.
that's the thought process that got me into this position that I'm in now.
Oh my god.
She told me how much she loves my fatness and how much she loves
That
cuddling
those
a
were
fat
not
man.
those were not my words.
Verbatim.
I said all bodies are perfect.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna make mine go to shit apparently. When I met her,
I said as long as you can go up the 3 flights of stairs without fully running out of breath and being okay, I'm fine. And as long as you live longer than me and you're healthier than me.
yeah, well, when I met her, I was working out like crazy. I had lost like 25 pounds or some shit, 30 pounds. I was doing good. And then I met her, and she's like,
Let's have some chips every day.
yeah, let's consume the most amount of hot Cheetos you've ever consumed in your entire life. And that's what I've been doing for the last 2.5 years. And,
Yeah.
no, it's my fault.
Listen,
You didn't shove the Cheetos down my throat.
we're gonna be great. It's gonna be fine. Is it midnight yet? What are we doing with our lives? 11:57.
What is this?
30 seconds. And this is what we're doing.
Hi. Party animals.
Ooh.
Here we go, baby.
Ooh. 10,
10,
9,
9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
Oh, let's make this a good one, please.
Manifesting. Woo, 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 woo. Oh.
20, 25.
20, 25. 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 25, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Happy New Year. Okay,
God, we're
let's hope none of my neighbors walked by. That's the extent of our partying.
Whoa, I'm exhausted.
Me too. I had room temperature coffee.
An energy drink. Just to make it to midnight. Because I'm 30.
I have to end this vlog. And with that, December 2024 cramming vlog comes to an end. You know, those recap reels. What did I read in this vlog? I think I read a lot, right? I read Cruel Winter with You. Gave that 4 stars, I think. Hold on. Let me pull up the good GR. Oh my god, I can set my new reading goal. I'm gonna do 200 for next year.
I think I'm going to go back down to 50.
Oh, wait, no. Okay, wait. I finished Cruel Winter with You, 4 stars. Galatea, 3 stars. Men Have Called Her Crazy, 5 stars. Killjoy, 2 stars. We Spread, 5 stars. Weep Woman Weep, 3 stars. And In Bloom, 2 stars.
Jesus.
3, 6, 7 books in this cramming vlog, baby. Hell yeah. I think I read a total of 20...
Yeehaw. Hell yeah.
Woo! 22 or 23 books this month. Whatever.
It's more than that. You were at like 19, or you were already at like 20 something the other day.
No, I was at 20. If you made it to the end of this video, first of all, thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, let's put... What should we put?
The confetti.
The confetti. Whatever.
Whatevs.
In the comments down below. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Love you.
Love you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to do some self-care today and every day. Have a 5-star day. Have a 5-star year. And I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.
See you next year.